How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, leave a like, subscribe down below before we get into this video. The new Mustang is here. A whole new generation, 7th gen Mustang. If you can't see behind me, that is my S650 2019. Gen 3 Coyote, now we have a Gen 4 Coyote. 3 different variants came out. If you guys missed, I was at the launch. I have a video of the launch. And there's supposed to be a vlog of the whole day before that. There was a Ford Stampede. We drove through downtown Detroit at the Ford headquarters to the show, to the release, the launch. So I don't know why my computer's not reading my chip, but I'm trying to figure it out. It should be the next video. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I get it to work. But the new Mustang is out. As a current Mustang owner, let's talk about whether I like it or not, and if it's something that I'm going to be buying or not. So there's 3 different variants that they came out with that are street legal. They came out with some race cars as well. We're gonna be talking about the street legal cars. EcoBoost, of course not something I would buy, but something we knew was coming. A GT, which is pretty cool, different looking than the EcoBoost, so both the cars actually look different from the exterior. And then a third new special edition called the Dark Horse, essentially a Performance Pack 2 / Mach 1 type thing. If I got an S650 Mustang, I would either get a super base model GT so we could modify it a lot, or I'd be getting a Dark Horse. So the Dark Horse is just 500 horsepower, Tremec transmission, like basically a Mach 1 for the new generation. As far as if I'm gonna buy it or not, here's the thing, right? It's really similar to this car, honestly, but I think I'm going to be putting down an order on a Dark Horse. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it or not. I'm gonna put an order down and kind of just see where that order takes me. Of course, I have a Z06 that's coming. I'd rather have a Z06 than a new Mustang. I'd rather have a couple other cars that are on my list that I want to buy and was planning to buy in the future than the new Mustang. This Mustang hasn't jumped to the top of my list. Maybe I'll consider it, look into it a little bit, so that's kind of what I want to do. I'm gonna put an order down on it and see what happens. Most likely, I'm not gonna end up buying it unless my order turns out to be like one of the very first cars that come into the States, or in the world, I should say. Because if I have one of the first cars, that'd be kind of the coolest thing ever. And if I do get an earlier car, maybe not one of the first, if my order does come pretty early, I might pick it up, drive it, experience it for a little bit, and then end up selling it for pretty much break even and kind of drive the car for free, experience it for a little bit. And that's the reason I'm putting the order, because you never know what will happen in the future. But the reason I don't want to buy the car is, number one, there's going to be more variants that come out in the future. You know, this car is going to be around for 4 or 5 years, if not a little bit longer. Ford's gonna, you know, release new things on the car, release new variants, updates, this, that. There's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna come for the car. Take a look at the S650, for example. The S650 came and it got a facelift in 2018, came out in 2015, got a facelift in 18, got more horsepower, better interior upgrades, and a couple of other things as well. There's probably gonna be a facelift to some extent in this car, even though it's so new, but thinking about the future, I probably wouldn't want one of the earlier years of the car. So that's another reason to wait, and why I would wait for maybe a potential later Shelby to come out, potential later Mach 1 to come out, maybe a 302 edition comes out, some different edition comes out that stands out a little bit more to me than the Dark Horse. I honestly don't like the name. The badge is cool, the whole Dark Horse thing is cool, but I don't know, Dark Horse kind of just, it seems a little corny. It would have been cool if they called it like the 302 Boss or something like that, like bring back a retro name instead of a new name. People would like that better, I think. The new car overall is cool, but it wasn't something that jumped out at me that was like, oh, I need to get this, I need to order it, you know, maybe I need to move a couple cars around, sell a car here and get this car. It's like maybe in the future, if I end up getting the money to afford it, I'd potentially buy it. I guess my order is more there just to kind of see what happens. Maybe my mind changes in the future, maybe the car grows on me a little bit. But as of right now, I don't know, I'm not really the biggest fan of the car. I might pick it up on the used market if I do cancel my order, which as of right now, I don't know. Because if there's like a GT500, GT350, that might be on the tables. It might be something cool to get. I just really love the S650, and I think instead of getting a new S650, I would get another S650, even though I don't need one. I just really want to get, I have my GT, I would love to get a GT350, and I'd love to get a GT500 from the S650 platform, and I'd rather get those cars than the new 650. I guess we'll see what happens with the 650 platform. We'll see what happens with my potential order. As far as wanting one super bad, not really. I think there's other cars that I would much rather pick up. One of those cars being a Camaro. Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing a Chevy shirt because I'm not a true Ford fanboy. I love every car. I love Mustangs. I love Camaros. I love the Challengers. I want to experience everything. I've had a Mustang. If they come up with something really cool in the future, I might, you know, get an S650. When they do drop in value a little bit, it'd be something I'd love to experience for a little bit, and maybe I'll fall in love with it. I guess we'll find out, because I think that they're gonna keep building on it more and more. There's gonna be more additions on it and things. The cars always get better towards the end of the production run. The Mach 1 was awesome, even though it was just thrown parts from the Shelbys and just part from here, G350 trains, here's your 500 cooler, here's like a 350 intake, here's 20 more horsepower. It's an awesome car. So it's not something that I need right now, and it's not something I want right now. I think it's something that they're gonna keep coming out with some cooler stuff, and we're think about picking one up in the future. It's not off the tables, but right now it's something that we're gonna wait it out, because there's more exciting, better cars, in my opinion, that I would rather get. Anyways, what do you guys think about the new S650 Mustang? That's my answer to it. I think it's all right. It's probably gonna grow on me in the future, probably gonna grow on me more as I see them on the roads. Not something I'm gonna jump at immediately, but it is something that I'm gonna throw an order at and kind of just see where that order takes me. Most likely, I'm going to pick one up on the used market if/when I get one. I'm not really 100% keen on buying one as of right now. I'd love to see what the base models look like, because we got to see the cars with the Recaro bucket seats and the full spec'd out interiors. Can't wait to see what a more base model GT looks like, because you know, that might be something on the tables if it's cheap enough when they become used, or maybe just Dark Horse itself. Dark Horse is my favorite, I just don't like the name. Would have been cool if they called it the 302 in my opinion, but what do I know? I'm not a marketing engineer for Ford, but that's all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 100K. It was supposed to be end of summer, but now it's end of this year, so if you want to be here before 100,000, hit that subscribe button. Also, for anyone who's still watching, if you guys missed a couple videos ago, my Bronco is officially coming, and I officially got my build date for my Bronco, so that should be here soon too. So just because I'm not getting a new Mustang doesn't mean I'm not buying other cars, so stay tuned.